Hey everyone, welcome to this weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast for the week of May 10th through the 16th of 2021. All right, so this week we have a new moon right at the beginning of the week on Tuesday. And so as we do approach Tuesday, it is good to end the current lunar cycle, to complete things and create a bit of space for what will be these new beginnings slowly starting to develop this week. This week, the new moon will be in Aries. If you're expecting me to say Taurus just then, be sure to check out the link down below for more information. We are using the visible sky, which is different from mainstream astrology. So yeah, Aries, it has been a good time of independence, of cultivating a little bit more action and assertiveness into our lives. And I think any intentions around this new moon on that level can be fantastic. So just some minor aspects really this week around Wednesday. Everything's kind of concentrated there. As we do approach Wednesday after the new moon, Mars will be sextiling Uranus. This can be maybe a little bit of different experiences, maybe feeling a little bit more free or confident or more of our true selves. Mercury will be trining up to Saturn, so a bit of a grounded mind could be a good early part of the week for learning, studying, and communication. And also the Sun will be sextiling up to Neptune, so a little bit of willingness to go with the flow, at least available collectively as well. And then around Friday, the Sun will shift into Taurus, and that will be adding to the Taurus energy we do have with Mercury and Venus here, but starting to focus more in terms of our resourcefulness, steadiness, self-reliance, and connecting to the natural and aesthetic elements of life. All right, so let's go and take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. Alrighty, so here's the sky for this week. We're going to start first with Monday, May 10th. And again, if you are new to the channel, definitely check out that link down below for more information. As you can see, we are using the visible sky. If you do look up at the new moon, you will see it at the very end or at the hind legs of Aries, gearing up to enter Taurus, but still very much in Aries. Whereas in mainstream, they will say that the new moon is in Taurus. Again, they are different. If you're new, check out that link down below for more information. All right, so let's go ahead and take a bit of a recap here in terms of where everything is coming into this week. It has been a good time of focusing on Aries energy. And I think any new intentions around this new beginning with the new moon can be great. But Aries is about thrusting forward. It is the ram, thrusting forward. And so things that usually require initiative on our part. I think it's great to set intentions with this. Do let the energies die down as we do approach the Tuesday time period, because the ending phase of the cycle is lower energy. In fact, the new moon itself is the lowest energy phase of the cycle. So it is good to listen. It is a more spiritual time and good to turn inward and again, complete things. But intentions around Aries for this lunar month, what do we want to develop here? Or take a nice step in the right direction since we've already had this energy collectively. So anything that requires initiative, assertiveness, action, independence, I think very good to set those intentions around. Now coming into the week, Venus and Mercury are in Taurus. Venus is in dignity here, loves to be here, Mercury here. So we're valuing and enjoying probably the more grounded elements of life at the moment. It's still a very good week for this. Maybe enjoying a good meal, some relaxation, maybe some nature, some of the slower elements of life, some of the comforts. And we're probably thinking much more groundedly as well, maybe more self-reliantly. And when we are learning and communicating, it's probably good to take it one step at a time, very slowly again. Slow and steady, which is the Taurus type of energy. So definitely grounding there. We do have a bit of fire, earth, but also some air as well, because Mars, the ruler of Aries, where we're asserting ourselves, is in a very practical and mental Gemini. So I think it's a great time, as it has been, for putting some of that fire energy into gaining information, maybe sharing information through, again, writing or communication, and anything that is on a practical level, our practical lives. Good to put motivation and drive there. But we can be quite direct with our communications at this time, quite direct to gain information, and anything that is also with that intention, since the new moon is associated with this, since Mars rules Aries, where the new moon will be. I think anything on that Gemini, being willing to learn, being curious and interested, right, and willing to share, is a great way of working with this time period as well. All right, so that is the sort of coming into this week energy. As you can see here this week, though, quite easy aspects, minor ones, but easy collectively, no major squares or anything to be too cautious of or to look out for. So as we do approach the Tuesday new moon, again, letting the energies die down. And then as we start to get to the Wednesday time is where a lot of these aspects are concentrated. So getting closer to the Wednesday, probably after the new moon, we could start to feel a bit of this Mars sextiling Uranus. Again, Mars is drive, assertiveness, and Uranus is about mixing things up and being more of our true self. So it could be a very good first half of the week for having new experiences, doing things we maybe normally wouldn't do. When it does come to taking that action and initiative, maybe towards these, things that maybe require experimentation, or getting outside that comfort zone a little bit. So it's nothing forcing us to do it. Sextiles are just a bit of an opening, but it is certainly available to have a little more freedom in our lives, to be more of our true selves, and to maybe take action in a way that's a little bit different than we might normally do that. And then also concentrate around Wednesday. Mercury, the planet of our minds, is trining up to more grounded Saturn. So this, again, early or middle part of the week is really good for, in this case, putting in some discipline with our minds and maybe discipline with our communication. So Saturn in harmony does usually tend to give us a good responsible energy, a good also grounding energy, patient and disciplined and persevering. And so anything that does require that involving the mind, involving communication, or even just our day-to-day routines could also be a very constructive energy to work with. And along with this, going into Thursday, the sun will be sextiling up to Neptune, the planet of going with the flow, of spirituality, of receptivity. So again, the sextile is just an opening, but an opening to probably have a little bit more receptivity in our lives, maybe turning a little more inward, maybe heightened intuition or imagination available to use. Could also be a great way of working with this. All right, and this is where we're slowly starting to build some momentum in the lunar cycle. Again, Tuesday will be the lowest energy of the cycle, so do give it some time for the energies to build in terms of this new beginning as we go through the week. We really do have a lot of Taurus energy. I want to add to that because around Thursday, Friday, the sun will start to shift into Taurus. So even though it is a time of Aries new beginning, being a quick shift into Taurus really does add to that energy. So Taurus is about our resourcefulness. I think it's already good to do this, but especially later in the week and onwards, to develop things that require self-reliance, our inner resources, inner strength, right? And to stop and smell the roses, right, with Taurus. So having some of that relaxation or connecting to nature, doing things that involve beauty, design, or taste, or aesthetics, or the sensual life, all to get grounded in our inner resources, inner self, and into nature, right? The natural world, I think, is a great way of working with this energy now moving forward for the coming weeks. All right, so yeah, that is the week in a nutshell. I will mention that over the weekend, the moon will be in Gemini. So since we don't have any major aspects over the weekend, this will probably play some dominance. Again, some of that learning and practical energy can be fantastic, particularly over the weekend. So great to be curious, interested, share, exchange with others. Very good there Saturday and Sunday. Very late Sunday, the sun will be trining up to Pluto. So maybe some depth available, maybe some truth, some deeper focus on life that can be quite empowering and quite transformative, at least available, with that trine going into Monday of next week. All right, everyone, so that is the week in a nutshell. Most important thing is new beginnings around this Tuesday time, around Aries, which is about initiative, but a quick shift into a lot of the Taurus energy, which is about resourcefulness and mustering up those inner and outer resources in our lives. A lot of the aspects are concentrated around this Wednesday, involving a bit of freedom and change, a bit of grounded discipline with Saturn, and a bit of receptivity and imagination and intuition with Neptune, at least available with these. And then some momentum building as we go through the lunar cycle, and then coming up to our first challenges of the cycle early next week to really implement and ground and challenge ourselves to take action towards these fresh new starts that we could be experiencing this early part of the week. All right, so everyone have a fantastic week. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to click that like button if you haven't yet. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're not yet signed up for MTZ Insiders, which is a newsletter that's absolutely free, definitely check out that link down below for more information. You just sign up and you get some videos released first and exclusive videos and other content as well. So again, have a great week, everyone. Thank you again for your support, and I'll see you all next time for the next weekly forecast. Take care.